Come on, come on, come on.
Hey, hey.
All right now.
Look, can
Hello,
we dance
hello.
for at least an hour? Can we dance just an hour? We don't have to say a thing. Let's just dance this out. Dance it out. Dance it out.
Woo.
Woo!
Oh,
We are
wow.
back, y'all.
We're back with a
We're back.
splash.
Look, a lot going on. Number one.
Yes.
We're back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are here live at a location for real, for real. We are out here at the where are we? The Regency
With the domestic
Family
violence.
Engagement here out of La Plata and Waldorf, Maryland. So it's a lot happening. We're going to share
We
about
at
what's
the
going on. If
Regency.
you all
We're
have
at the
nothing else to say.
stadium.
Where is it, Linda?
We're at the Regency Stadium
Regency Stadium,
Blue
correct.
in
flag.
Waldorf, Maryland.
In
Yes.
Waldorf, Maryland. And we have been trying for an hour to connect here, guys. You know, when you're on location, you're trying to connect everything. It's so much to do and try to get through the kinks and all of that. So be patient with us today. We are here because we love you all so much. We miss you guys.
We
And we
miss
Yeah.
really want
you.
to do this.
Yes.
We want
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We got a little glitchy.
Okay, on so you are, and I am. Okay, can you hear me, Peg
Sure. I can hear
and
you.
I can
Lynn?
hear you too. I can hear you
Okay,
now.
so Charlene. Okay, Charlene's right here. Say something, Charlene.
Hi.
Can y'all hear Charlene?
We
Yep.
can hear her. Say
Okay,
it high a little
okay.
louder.
I'm still backstage,
She
literally. So
right.
if you
That's
can
what
bring
we
me
said.
forward just in case something happens to this broadcast, at least I will begin the broadcast. But right now I'm sitting beside the none other than Wyoming Paris,
Yes.
the pretty producer of our show, and also the one who hosts this magnificent segment of a domestic violence.
Absolutely.
And there's no other than what else? Like it
Of
is
course.
Domestic Violence Awareness Month,
Yes.
and we're here celebrating kind of the lives of others, the
Survivors.
work
Domestic
of
violence. Yeah.
advocates who are here
Advocates.
today out in this parking lot shouting like we will not stop speaking up for those who have been violated, and also because they've been violated, some, not everyone, but people like myself understands the importance of getting the message out to the public and participating in events such as this to help the community understand it
Yeah.
might not have been you, but it could be you. And
Mhm.
it could be somebody that you actually know,
Mhm.
right? And
Right.
and what are the signs? You know, what do they look like?
Mhm.
Does it do they have more money than the other person?
Mhm.
Well, if you come here today, you'll learn. It doesn't matter what your color, your skin color, your
Background,
background,
your
your
race.
sexual preference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Economic status. It doesn't matter.
does not
Yes.
matter.
Yes.
Domestic abuse happens across all walks of life. It does not matter. It totally doesn't
Absolutely.
matter.
And this is why we are here today, ladies and gentlemen, because we are out here supporting a cause with our sister, Angel Stokes. She does this her second annual domestic violence car show, and she's been bringing this to us in a fabulous way, in a really fabulous way. Peggy, you want to talk about how we just connect with Angel and how she's connected domestic violence with our organization, which is domestic violence, in reference to us having this in common and what we're doing to bring some awareness and lightness to this situation.
Yeah, I really want to thank Angel. She has been a blessing to our organization. And actually,
Hmm.
you said the second. I think this is the third one event that we have done partnering with her to make this
Hmm.
happen. And believe it or not, that parking lot is packed with people. Not
Some
only
beautiful
them,
cars.
yes, the cars out there, motorcycles, bikes, you name it. And she has done this. This is the third year, if I'm not mistaken, that we have partnered with her to make this happen. So
Yeah,
I wouldn't miss this for the world. So I'm just thankful that we have the platform to be able to come here to talk about domestic violence on this particular day.
absolutely. Um, because we know and we feel that so many people are going through this nationwide, it's happening. And Peggy has set up our organization, Sister for Sisters Network, for us to even do this and have this platform. And we thank you, Peggy, because this has been going on now for how many years?
This platform, oh my God, I would say 14, 15 years, but we have been doing this particular platform. What? I believe this is our 8th year.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So because we have this platform, we're able to talk about it. And we know people want to sweep it under the rug and they want to speak and talk about it. But believe it or not, it is going on. And we're here because, look, so many people, even the men, they are going through it. They've been through it. We don't know. We
Mm-hmm.
can't single them out. And we know women go through it. The statistics shows this. But men are supporting us. At one point, we was like, do any men support us? Is there anybody out there in the men who would in the community that would speak up and speak out on this? Yes, we do have that. And it's
Yeah,
evident today that we have men out here today to do that.
yeah, it's
Can you
really
agree?
the men that are speaking up through they're bringing their cars out so they can bring attention to what is happening. And that I think is awesome. You got to come and see all these beautiful purple cars and
Orange
blue
cars, red
cars and
cars,
green
green
cars,
cars,
orange
decorated
cars,
cars, trucks.
all makes and models. You got
Oh my,
spiders and
yes,
slingshots. You got all of them. Come on down and bring the family. They're going to have an
yes.
art show. They're going to have spoken word. They're going to have a motorcycle sound competition. Now, you know that's going to be loud.
Oh,
That's
Let
going
me
to
tell
be
you,
loud.
oh,
what's more
Motorcycle
important?
sound competition. Yes.
You know what's more important? They're gonna have food.
I was just gonna say they got some
Going to
good
have
food.
food. The food truck is out
Food is
there. They're standing
important.
in line and understand they got some really good cookies, somebody told me. Go and get that cookie.
Oh, okay. But also
Yep.
we have WHUR 96.3.
Yeah, I'll
They're
just
out
get ready to
here
say
doing live,
WHUR
so
is
y'all
here.
keep support. Yes,
Yes.
Yeah.
absolutely. So it's a fun day. It's a beautiful day, a sunshiny day, and
Sunshine,
we
blue
ask for
skies.
a better day. So yeah, we're excited about being here
If
because we
you
need support. Would you say,
if you
man?
don't know where we are, and then you don't know where the Regency Furniture Stadium is, the address is 11765 Saint Linus Drive, Linus Drive, and that's in Waldorf, Maryland. So come on out. It's free of charge. Bring the family. Come on out and join us.
Yeah, I think it's here till 4 o'clock. We're here till four
Yeah, it's
o'clock.
till 4.
To 4 o'clock.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Uh-huh.
But speaking of a good time, a bright day, a good day, we have some good, great guests, special guests on today. I'm excited about that. Some ladies and our sisters who are here to share with us and talk about this subject on domestic violence and give us some insight and some education. Just educate us and talk about it as we begin to make a difference and in this movement. Because as 4SistersLIVE, we are on the front line doing some things. And we're going to talk about that, what we're doing, what's upcoming for this month, and other events that are happening. So, what we want to do to move along for right now, Charlene, I just want to transition. We're talking about domestic violence, but we are going through a lot right now, ladies and gentlemen. There's a lot happening, and it relates to how we are being. I feel I'm being abused. You're being abused. This country is being, this world is being abused right now.
Families are at home, just like in COVID. They're home, and this is sometimes when it happens, when everybody's home or somebody's home that's not usually home. The stress of not knowing where your next your next paycheck is going to happen.
Absolutely. That's stressful.
It's stressful,
It's
and
very
we just had the verdict from P. Diddy yesterday or day before
yeah.
yesterday.
Yesterday.
So
4 years.
Yeah.
yes,
He's got four
What was
years.
the
Yeah.
outcome on
he
that? I
got
didn't.
4 years.
You got what you would turn into 50 months, but it's 4 years.
Yeah,
Um,
50
some
months,
change
right?
in terms of months that he has been served. He's going to have to serve. And that's another topic. We're going to talk about that. I want to open that up today because it really is significant to where we're speaking on abuse and what's
Yes,
happening in that respect. You know what I mean? We talk
yes.
about the Epstein files and things that's been that we didn't even know about
Abuse.
until it starts to come out at this point in terms of how our women of
Yes,
the other color of our sisters, if you will, because domestic violence has no color
That's right.
race to it. It is your abuse, your sexual abuse, whatever, however that is in your life, it is not good. And it's been going on for a long, 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 long time.
Yeah.
And now that
yeah.
it's been
Oh,
it's right here in our face, we have to acknowledge it. We have to talk about it. We have to deal with this. No matter what, it's here. How? What do we
and
do? How do we do this?
on my
What do you
way
think?
here, I was talking to my driver, my Uber,
Hmm.
and we had the conversation because I was telling her where I was going. And so the conversation, she asked me, "Well, what if he hit you once? Should you leave?" Because I told her you should leave. She said, "But what if he hit you once?" So that's the question. What if he just hit you once? What do you do?
If he hits you once,
Trust me, he coming back the second time.
oh, he
Okay.
gonna do it
And
again.
that's
Oh,
what and that's
Okay, because how does he
and
know
that's
how to
what I
process the
told her.
flow if he doesn't, if it just happened by mistake and he gets angry again and he says, "Oh, I'm sorry, it happened again." Like enough is enough.
Hmm.
Like you can't forgive him,
Enough is enough.
but more than likely it's gonna
And
happen
so
again.
One
okay.
time is too
and
many.
and right. And
One
I
time
kind of
is too
explained it's too many. Right. And I explained to her, I said, but this might come from his home. He saw this. A lot of time it's repeated behavior. What they see is what they'll be. So that's normal for that man who's a man now. It could happen in his home before. Because why would
Yeah.
he do it?
Well, I'm dealing with a situation right now where I ran across a woman who is actually 70 years old,
Oh
and
wow.
her husband is probably just a tad bit older than she is, and apparently he's having some medical issues, and it's caused him.
Hmm.
He's always been, a little, dominant, but not to the point where he was like had actually hit her, but she did see signs. They've been married. This is her second marriage. They've been married for about, I think she says 15 years. Well, through his medical procedures, he's starting to become more abusive to her, and she had to leave the home. She had to leave her marital home because it started becoming so abusive that he would grab her, leaving marks on her body. But then he'll apologize and say, "I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to do this." So she was in between thinking, like, is this a mental thing or what? So that's the reason that she stayed. Just like, he's my husband. He's never did this before. He kind of has been harsh with his words, but I never thought that he would like hurt me and push me down this time. And when he went to the hospital, she decided that I'm not taking this anymore. She told a family member, this is a real life story, and I do have permission to share this. She told a family member, and a family member intervened and said, "What do you want to do? What do you want to do?" And she moved out of the marital home until she can get this together. And she left while he was in the hospital because he told her, You're not going, you're not leaving me like this." And she did. And she's 70 plus years old. Repeat, she is
Wow.
70 plus years old. This is happening in 2025.
and 70 years old.
So if he hit you once, he blames, "Oh, it's just a medical thing. I'm just,"
Guarantee you will
that's
do it
not.
again.
He's already been showing signs
Hmm.
in the past with aggressive conversation, demeaning you, but you just thought it was just a playful thing. And now the aggression comes. And you just say, "Oh, I brush it off as mental illness." No, brush
No,
it off is that he's going to hurt you.
there's so many stories, and I'm telling you, women that we have in within our organization have been going through so bad until they had to deal with some psychological situations, because this can
Mhm.
take you mental, it can take you out,
It can.
it can mentally take you
Yeah.
out. And we have a story, one of our sisters got shot how many times, Peggy? 6 times.
Mm.
And she survived
Wow.
it. And she's here to talk about it
Yeah.
in terms of
Then we
being
have
able
Yeah.
another sister who is actually was shot several times and was able to survive. She is permanently um, in a wheelchair.
to
Can't, her life has been changed as a result of
forever.
this being at the wrong place at the wrong time. Not because
Mm.
she wanted to be there, she was helping someone else
Mhm.
and got in the middle of a situation that just about almost took her out of here.
Mm.
Yeah. So
It
that's a
changes your life.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it's how do
Change
you
life.
intervene when someone is in a domestic violence situation? I now know, based off what we know with this young lady, do not be in the same place as the abuser, because you do not know if he has a weapon or not. Because bullets don't have any eyes, and apparently he didn't care because he was shooting to aim for their life. But you, as a person, as just a friend, where do you fall in at? Do you call the police? Do you go in the house? You don't. You
Hmm.
don't. You just call police and you back away from the situation,
Hmm.
because you cannot be the man and you can't be the bullet either.
Hmm. Absolutely. Um, Before we get to our guests, I know we have some things that we want to share. Peggy, did you proud? I want to talk about some birthdays. We want to smile and enjoy today and have some uplifting things to talk about as well. But do we have any
Yes.
birthdays that we want to share and talk about?
Do we do we have birthdays? Let me just run through this real quick.
Oh my gosh.
We're gonna switch right now.
Here
We'll
come
be
these
back.
October
Hold that line.
babies.
Hold the line. We'll be back on this time. We just wanted to share some celebratory things.
Oh,
Talk
yes.
about birthdays.
Happy
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Happy
birthday.
Woo!
birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yay. I left the horn. Yay. Beep, beep.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Yeah,
Happy
so
birthday.
we shout out Dr. Madeline Lewis, Deborah Williams,
Yes.
B. Street, Joan Henry, Dr. Joan Henry, Jackie Mims, Angela Bell, Dr. Pamela Ellis, Dr. Tashika Green, and Jean Barnes. That's
Dr.
one, two,
Tashika
three, four,
Green.
five,
Woo.
six,
Yeah,
nine
she's
sisters
Happy
celebrating their birthday.
birthday.
Happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday!
everybody.
a
Yes.
lot of birthdays.
It's a
Wow.
lot of
Woo.
birthdays. Happy
Yeah.
birthday.
Yeah.
That's the 10th. Hey, this is the 10th month. So, January came in strong, right?
January's gonna come in strong this year. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Absolutely.
All them Happy New Year's. Nine
Absolutely.
months late. 9 months later.
Here we are. Boom.
That's why you got so many.
Wait a minute. My mama started in October. That's why I'm born in August. And so did Wyoming.
Leo, Leo,
Honey,
And I
Leo.
the
want to shout out my sister
all
Rhonda.
those all
Rhonda
those
celebrated
Leo
her birthday
Virgos.
the 27th. Happy birthday, Rhonda.
just count 9 months backwards or 8 months backwards, and
That's
you'll
right,
find out
B.
what
B.
your
Be
mom was
careful of
talking
the
about.
new year and be careful of Valentine's Day. Be careful. Lot of
Coming
love.
in hot.
Lot,
Coming in hot. So,
lot of
okay. So,
love.
yeah, definitely. So, where we have some hot picks of things going on in the community. Peggy, you have some things going on?
Well, I just wanted to talk about, as you know, we're serious about education and our young people. I don't have the flyers up, but I will have them next Saturday. We actually are involved in three, not one, not two, not three, scholarship fair. One is
Ooh.
going to be in Baltimore, October the 15th at Save the Captive Free. If you have any young are looking for scholarships or looking to go off to college, you need to come to Save the Captive Free on Security Boulevard, October the 15th, and I think it's between 9 and 1 p.m. The second one is going to be all of Prince George's community, well, not community, but yeah, community schools. They're coming to one location, which is the Fairmount Heights High School, October the 16th. That's from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. The third, it's going to be at the First Baptist Church of Holland Park on October the 17th, and that's from 9 to 1 p.m. What can I say? This is the perfect opportunity to be engaged.
Mhm.
Our parents
Yeah.
need to wake up, get involved, get their student or their child in the room. And
Yes.
I'll save that for the next time around. I'll have the flyers, but that's what's hot in education and
Yeah,
mentoring.
that's very, and then we do have our other segment who's headed up by our own wonderful Charlene Day on our
Yeah.
segment, our third Saturdays of every month. So we're going to be talking about that. I think every Saturday for this month we are going to be dealing with domestic violence in its way, and to continue to
Educate
educate on that
more.
front.
Yeah.
But when we talk about scholarships for our students, it is really very
It's
very,
needed.
it's so needed, Charlene. It's
It's
so
so
needed.
needed, especially
Yes.
now. I don't know if
Yeah.
many people heard, and I'll make this short.
No,
At Howard University, there were some issues going on in the financial department, and many of my peers and people that you may know, even in our organization, had to pull their children out of Howard University
mm,
simply
Really?
because they didn't have the funding, and they were demanding payments immediately, or your
mm.
child will have to sit out a semester if they did not come up with the funding.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Yes. So I'm telling you. So these kids need
There's
to
an
be in.
attack.
I
We're
wish.
being
I
attacked.
wish I
We,
had the money to write each one of them a check and keep them in school. And many of these young women and men, this is their last year. So can you imagine sitting
Can
out
you
a whole
imagine?
semester, your last year, your senior year?
mm,
But that's where you,
no.
that's where your money and scholarships make a difference. So if you don't know, please be involved or consider giving to even our educational scholarship fund at Sisters for Sisters Network.
Yeah, this is huge, and then now our HBCUs are being
Mhm.
at this juncture, at this time, this political climate, and they're going a lot. I'm proud of our students. I'm very proud of them because how they've been handling all of this pressure and the things that are going on, and the parents that have to do. It's a sad day in America right now, ladies and gentlemen, that we have to go through this, and our parents and they're on edge every day. Will their student make it? Will they survive? What's going on? How they're going to make it financially? You know, all kudos to Charlene. Your son
Yeah,
is a freshman,
he is a freshman.
Yes.
and what school is
He's
he's in?
at Liberty University.
Liberty
Yeah,
University.
yeah.
But as a parent, we are doing what we need to do and having funds to do it, Peggy. This is huge. The
Yeah.
And our
numbers,
grandchildren, we got to help them.
we got to help them.
We've
What are
got
some?
to help
Can you
them.
put out a number
Even
again,
the
Peggy?
Ivy League schools, of their money's obeyed, like Harvard, they're taking monies away from them. All
Columbia
of the big
University
Yes,
schools, yes.
away from them.
The
absolutely.
federal funds are under attack and being stolen from us, from our children. And so much research will not happen because this research, I was looking at a program where all of this research they're going to have to destroy because they don't have the funding to move forward. And this is something that we really, really need. So, you have all these incubators and things that are being frozen in time for testing. They can't do it anymore. So this is
Mhm.
science and our future going down the drain because someone makes the bad decision of attacking federal funds and taking them away from the
From
institutions.
and
It's
destroying
horrible.
the Department of Education also. I don't think
And
Period.
people
right,
really understand what it all means. But that is on my segment, guys, and I promise we're gonna talk about it because that is some
yeah,
deep conversation. What does
it
federal
is.
funding really mean? But now, how do private corporations step up and help those who are bringing forth? I'm
Right,
talking about life
Right.
changing research.
right.
Yes.
That's important. That's what you said. The private sectors and what we could do to make a difference and being able to contribute to our college, to our students who want to go to college. I just want Peggy to put that number out there because this organization is doing some fabulous work.
Yeah, we're,
Awesome.
we're definitely doing. And I'm so proud. It's not only education and mentoring, it's health and wellness,
Mm,
is this particular Your Baby, Wyoming, and domestic violence, and entrepreneurship under Sharon Bullock. Um, we could not do it if we did not come together to support one another. And that's why I'm so proud of what we're doing. And what are we doing? We're leaving a legacy.
Yes.
And this is pulling all of what we do to make it happen. So kudos to all the sisters, every one of you who make it part of their life to dedicate
Yes.
into the community.
And all of you that help us out, because you all are supporting. We do have a big support system.
But
And
I
there's a
Yes,
think
whole bunch of them out here on our field
Those
right
numbers.
now looking at the cars. They're out here. You don't see them, but they're right out here at the car show.
yeah. So Peggy, we wanted to know the numbers that Dr. Dorsey
you talk.
and the organization have raised. Is that over 100 million?
No, let me give
I
you
don't know. It's
some
big up
figures.
there.
Last year we did one school, and that was Suitland High School. Suitland School had enough talent that they were able to receive $15.5 million in scholarship.
Wow.
One school, one day. Can you
Wow.
imagine? So now things have moved that now we're touching all the schools in Prince George's County, and we're inviting the parents and the students to come out on October 16th and 17th. We're going to do Baltimore on the 15th, okay? But just imagine these young folks, if they don't take advantage of it now, we don't know what that money's going to look like next year. So we're
It can grow
trying,
up.
we're forcing out to say, wake up, folks, take advantage of this money because next year, 2026, it might not be here.
Absolutely.
We have not a clue.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely. So
you
what I
have
want
to
to do,
do it now.
you have to definitely do it now. So what we have want to show as we move into to bring in our guests is our event that's coming up on October the 25th. Can we show that flyer? We're excited over here that we have this
Woo!
one time annual, this is our first one to come. Ladies and gentlemen, 4 Sisters Live, we're bringing It's Not a Man's World. Stage
Not a
play. This
man's world.
stage play. This lady is here today. She's going to talk about it. We're so happy and excited to have our sister. She's going to be bringing this awesome worldwide play to us, and we are going to host her, bring her in town on Saturday, October the 25th. It's going to be at the Harriet Tubman Cultural Center in Columbia, Maryland. We're going to have the wonderful, pretty, awesome, wonderful woman as in Marissa Mitchell from Fox 5, moderator, and we are looking for you to be in the house.
Please.
Please go to Eventbrite and look and find all the information that you can get to support us. We
Right. And
need you.
snap this picture. Snap this
Snap the
picture.
picture.
And you forgot one thing.
What did I forget?
Because businesses in our community can also sponsor this event because there are young women or women that might be in shelters or in these situations that you might want to purchase a ticket for. If you can't be there, purchase a ticket,
Yep.
see one of us, or go right there on the website and purchase a ticket. Tickets are $44. You can also become a whole sponsor of the event for $300, and we will be advertising you throughout our show for the remaining of this month. So please come out, support, or find a way to sponsor this cause.
Absolutely. Tickets, seating is limited. Seating is limited. So we want you all to come and support. And so, yeah, this is our first time bringing this in, and we hope to be doing it again. We want to take it around to other places, but that's if announcements to come. We're going to be doing that, okay? So support us. We love y'all, for real, for real. So speaking of our featured artist and our wonderful sister who's going to be coming in doing this one woman show, we want to bring her in now.
Yes.
We want to introduce you to our sister, none other than Dr. Marty K. Casey. Come on, put your hands together. Marty here.
Yay.
Yay.
Where is she? Where is she?
Where is she?
Yay, Dr. Marty, 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 Marty.
Oh my
Yay, yay.
good morning, sisters.
All the way from St. Louis?
Missouri.
Louis, baby, we've been traveling all around the world. I'm so
Oh.
excited. I just don't know if you all really know how excited I am to be joining you all again. The last time we did this together, we were in New York at the for the
New York City.
United Nations, right? And it was so powerful. It was so moving and so touching. And what I mean by it, I'm not just talking about the stage performance, but I'm talking about just bringing everybody together in that room and allowing them to, in a safe way, receive, to hear, to understand, being using my backstory, if you will, my family. I play 7 characters where I don't leave the stage, and I'm transforming and right in front of the audience into these characters. So we use my family as the mirror to show what is happening. And unfortunately, I am a child that experienced abuse in the home, secondhand abuse. My mother was abused by my father. That domestic violence, you guys, is so cruel. It's so very cruel, because it doesn't just affect the one that is offending and violating the other person, but it also violates and it abuses the witnesses as well. So trauma is transferable, and so is healing. This is an opportunity. I love that. Help, hope, and healing. This is an opportunity for us to transfer the healing aspect. When we tell our stories, we empower ourselves and others to bear witness and to heal as well. I want to just leave you all with this one thing: what abuse is. I have an acronym for abuse: ABUSE. Abuse is active beatings, useless, senseless encounters.
Wow.
Okay.
Say that
Wow.
again.
It's
Say that again.
abuse, ABUSE. Active beatings, useless, senseless encounters. And I need you
Mm,
to understand that beatings is not just in the physical, it's in the mental, and it's also in the
yeah.
emotional. When my mother was encountering the physical, my brother and I was encountering the mental and the emotional side of it. So when those
Mm-hmm.
active beatings are taking place in the home, I need you to understand, from every individual witnessing, as well as the animals, your dogs, your cats, your fish, baby, everything is being abused. And so
Mm-hmm.
you don't care about the person that you are turning into the punching bag, maybe you can get yourself some help, because you do care about your children. Maybe you can see that, me putting my hands on somebody right now, for whatever reasons, I think can you imagine? We briefly touched on P. Diddy. You all mentioned him earlier. Can you imagine if Cassie Kids was in that hall?
Yes.
It took place.
Yes.
Do you understand, beyond her hurt and pain?
They've been
Those who are
scarred the rest of their
witnessing,
life.
come on
Scarred.
now, come
Scarred.
on. The
Scarred.
people
Yes.
that saw that video, that was watching in real time and seeing this as they were securing the hall, you
Mm.
Yes.
trauma's transferable, and so is healing. Abuse has to stop. It has to stop now.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
have to
One
talk
thing that
about it.
turned, and you'll see this in my show, but I'm gonna let it go, because I want to hear from these speakers today. I'm excited about it, so I'm not gonna talk too long. But I do have to say this to you. What turned it around for my mother is when she got with her doctor, a psychiatrist, that said to her, "Who's abusing you?" And she said who her abusers were, where that was coming from. And she named my father as one of them. And he says, then why is Linda trying to hurt Linda? See, my mother tried to take her life to escape the abuse. And
Mm.
the doctor
Mm.
pointed out to her, if your abuser are these people, then why are you trying to hurt yourself? And it was in that moment that my mother said, I love me and I do want to live. And that's when she was able to leave her abuser. And,
Mm.
I
Made up
was
her
Yes.
a
own
daddy's
mind.
girl. I was a daddy's
That's
girl. My father
powerful.
never even raised his voice at me, never hit me. But the effects of the abuse of someone that I do love is my mother. It
Yes.
still affected me. So I'm
Yeah.
talking to the abusers right now. If in fact you don't love yourself enough to stop hitting on someone else, and you don't love that person you're hitting on, maybe you can love your children. Maybe you can love somebody else beyond those that you are swinging on, because it's affecting everybody that comes to know
Everybody.
about it. I'm Dr.
Mhm.
Marty, and I love my sisters, and I cannot wait to be in the same room to hug you. I am so
Ooh.
looking forward to this on October 25th. This is
Yes.
not going to be our first one, as Peggy said. It ain't even going to be our second one, but we're going to continue this. Why? We're going to take this all around the world. And speaking of all
Yes.
around the world, I'm excited. If my nephew can throw this up real quick, because I'm not coming back on the talk, I'm gonna be
Yeah,
listening.
you're gonna be here. You're gonna hang out with us. So don't worry about it. You're gonna
Oh,
be here. But let's
okay,
put
because
that up because you are being honored. Yeah, we want you to stay
oh,
on. We want you to be on.
okay,
We want, yeah, we're gonna be right here. But
okay.
we
So
do
do you
want
want
you
me
to
to
talk
share it
about
now, or you
your
want me to share
event.
it later?
No, share it now.
Okay,
Share
so
what you're
right now I
coming
want
up
to
with.
just say,
Exciting. Yes.
To God be the glory, you all. I am one of the top 50 women that have been chosen for the WIM Award, which is a global award. It's the top 50 women in the world for
Yay.
women
Woo!
in management. And so I'm excited about that because I have had my own businesses and performing all of that since the age of 19. And to God be the glory that I'm being recognized in Sri Lanka, in Colombia,
Ooh.
right, this week for that award. So I am excited. I sent it to my nephew. I don't know if he's able to pull that up and bring it up, but if not, no worries. There you have it. And thank you, because all of what we do together is what really helps to elevate us and what we do individually. There it
There
is.
it is.
There it
There it
is.
is.
50 women.
Woo!
She's a global. This woman is global, y'all.
Global
She's a global
Economic
ambassador.
Forum.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
This is great. Congratulations, Dr. Marty. You are a global
Congratulations. Yes.
Yes,
ambassador for
indeed.
real.
Congratulations.
Thank you
Yes,
so
you
much.
are.
I tell you, the secret to that is being a part of organizations like these right here. I could not do this without Four Sisters Lives platform, and you and coming into this platform and then being a part of the Sister for Sister Network. Peggy, I thank you. I thank you for your brilliance and your just your heart to open it up and bring everybody in. That's what you're doing is exactly what's needed for us to continue to change the world. I love y'all.
I
So
love
good.
you back.
Love
We
you.
love you.
Love
You
you
already know what
back.
I was saying, and we really do. Love is an action word, and
Yes.
we're showing how much we love all of our sisters, how we love people. You got to love people. You're going to have love in your heart. You got to have a heart for the people.
Yes,
And this
yes,
is the
yes.
purpose and the reason why we do what we do and the way we're doing it. No matter where we are in the world, we have a connection.
That's right.
We're going to always stay connected and do some wonderful things together. This is the time that we're going to make that happen. So, speaking of love and connection, the sister we haven't had in a minute, we got to bring this sister on for real. She is another global person who is out there doing her thing nationwide. We want to bring in right now none other than Cynthia Pagan, Hale Pagan, or Pagan Hale. Which
Yes.
way it go, girl?
Hello, Cynthia.
Hi,
Hey,
I
Cynthia.
I missed you guys so much.
We miss you too. Yes.
That's what happens when you're running for office. Like I don't
Yes.
know why I did it. I have no idea.
girl, you gotta catch us up on all of everything. I
Yeah.
know
What's
last
been?
night you had your wonderful 3.5 hour Zoom conference of your domestic balance, and this is your seventh annual, is it?
Yes, it
Give us
is.
some backdrop on that. It was so nice last night. I hung it as long as I could.
And it's okay. We had to pivot really well because unfortunately we weren't allowed to be on Capitol grounds, and we usually have it on Capitol grounds. But
Right.
I think
Right.
with us pivoting the way that we did, we had an opportunity to spread it throughout the whole United States. And not only the United States, we had Sierra Leone and Australia and Guam and Puerto Rico, Germany. So we were able to spread that information, and having the doctors there and having mental health providers and having different individuals from lots of nonprofits, we were able to spread information that you don't necessarily get on a day-to-day basis. And it was a great opportunity to hear not only advocates, but hear those who were victims and are now survivors and are striving and are moving the whole verbiage of domestic violence. And I wanted to kind of let you guys know, because I was writing notes. I love writing notes. And I was listening to you guys talk about like the whole elderly abuse thing. And I wanted to inform you that when a person is going through trauma, and specifically when it comes to mental health, unfortunately, when your physiological body starts to decline, the first thing that happens to those who are elderly is that dementia and Alzheimer's will kick in very fast. And so the reason why that person or that gentleman was actually abusing her is because he physiologically didn't know what was going on with his body. And the lethality rate of a person in that state of mind is about 70% of fatality of domestic abuse. And so, and that all comes from the Department of Justice. You know how big I am about statistics.
Yeah, exactly.
You guys all me. And the thing is that this domestic violence or sexual assault or child abuse or any of that can affect not only public safety but economical costs, health and healthcare strains, children and education, community stability, and unfortunately, domestic violence in a whole affects the fabric of a community.
Yes, it
And
does.
we have to be able to speak for those who can't speak for themselves, but not only that, educate ourselves so we know exactly what we need to do to get them out of the situation, to contact other advocates, to do exit plans, to work alongside you ladies, because we really do need the word to go out there. I'm working on legislation, and you know how hard that is, especially right now.
Right now,
Especially right now.
Especially right
Especially.
now. And
Yes.
with the legislation that I'm working on is having to deal with military spousal abuse, which is what I went through, which was sexual assault and domestic violence in the military. And being able to be in other countries and to get help is non-existent, very non-existent. And being able to help those families who either are in the states in different bases or are offshore and somewhere else, we're able to really give the word out. Thank you for having me here. I appreciate
yeah,
that.
we love having you here, Cynthia. You bring so much to the table. Where are my manners is churches say, turn to your neighbor and introduce yourself. So turn to your yourself, Cynthia. This is Dr. Marty. Marty, this is Cynthia. I wanted to do that earlier, but you all are such dear hearts to us, and you are family. So we love having you. But Cynthia, this is Dr. Marty. Dr. Marty. Oh my God, this is Cynthia.
Nice to meet you, Cynthia. It's been an honor
Nice.
and a pleasure listening to you this morning.
Yes, Dr. Marty, we got to get together. Let's connect.
Well, how
Yes.
about
This
this?
is why we're
Don't
here.
just
This is why
don't
we're
just meet me there,
here.
but be there October 25th.
With this October
I will
25th,
definitely.
Yes.
I will try to be there. I got voted as the 20th top women in business, because of the domestic
Woo!
violence and everything else I'm doing. So I'm very happy that and honored. I didn't even know I won this thing. And had someone else contacted me and was like, "Hey, Cynthia, congratulations!" And I'm going, "What?
Wow.
What?
Congratulations for what? What are you talking about?" And then she was just like, "You're the top 20th woman." I was like, "Of what? What did I do? Tell me what I did."
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Wow.
Congratulations to you as
Awesome.
well.
Thank
Yes.
you.
You're so
Yes,
welcome.
yes.
You're so
Well,
welcome.
we have
Yes.
one other sister we want to bring to the platform. Just was introduced to her this week, and she has a story to tell. And she's awesome. She's been doing a lot in the community. She's making some things happen. Has always made some things happen. She's with DNC Entertainment, but we want.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi. Look, first, I just want to applaud you ladies on this awesome platform and the ladies that are sharing their stories and the information. It has been so awesome. Even
Right.
when you think you know a
Okay, we
lot,
here. Okay. Can you all see us?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yes.
So we want to bring Jacqueline. Jacqueline, are you in?
yes, I'm in. Can you hear me?
Hi, Jacqueline. Introduce yourself to everyone and let them know what you do, what you've been doing, and give us a little backdrop on what you're doing, who you are.
So I'm JB Jones. I am so honored to be on this platform today. You ladies are so amazing. And the two ladies that came in, Dr. Marty and Cynthia, your stories are awesome. Just when you think you know a lot about all of this, you learn from others. So I applaud you all. I'm not going to, I know we're short on time, so I'm not going to go into a lot of backstory, but the most important thing that I think I'm contributing now is about teaching children about going green and organic gardening. We're living in some times right now where there may be a need to know how to grow your own food. So I'm so honored to be able to do that with rural kids in the inner city. I bring them out to the property and teach them about it, as well as we have organic chickens, and we teach them about how to grow their own chickens as well. But I am a domestic violence survivor, and me as well, like Cynthia, like to give some statistics. So real quick, 1 in 4 women and 1 in 7 men have been a victim of severe physical violence by an intimate partner. And women from ages 18 to 24 and 25 to 34 generally experience the highest rates of domestic violence. It's so sad, but a lot of the women that experience domestic violence become homeless. And they are, once they're in a domestic abusive relationship, they don't have anywhere to go. And so they become homeless. And there is in the US, I think it's USDA, they do assist women with getting temporary housing. So I'm going to give the number for women to call and try to get some assistance. But I think the hardest part that people need to understand and that I experienced, because I just had to leave. He tried to kill me, and I just had to leave. I left my kids, I left my home, I left everything and had to start out fresh. But the thing that I needed was for others to help me. And that's the hardest part. People don't really understand a lot about domestic violence. And so they don't understand what you're going through because a lot of us don't share it. We're embarrassed. We don't want to tell people what we're going through. But then when we need them, they're looking at us like, oh, I did not know you were going through all of that. But we need people to help us, to shield us, to hide us, basically, because that's what I needed. Because, of course, they're going to go around looking at all the familiar places that they know you could be. So you need to be somewhere that he's not familiar with. So that, I find, is the biggest thing about domestic violence, is having somewhere to go. Because most women are like, what am I going to do? Where am I going to go? So if you got someone that can understand that and help you, that is such a help for women that are going through this. A lot of people ask, is it increasing? Is it rising? Yes, it is. Domestic violence incidents in the first half of 2025 compared to the same period in 2024 has increased by 3%. So it is going up. You would think that the awareness is out here, it would go down, but it's not. It is not going down. So we need to understand that people are suffering. And the biggest thing is Black women experience domestic violence at a higher rate than white women. So we're more likely to be killed by our intimate partner. And of course, we don't know what to do and how to do it. So we depend on people to help us. So I hope that this will help some people that are going through a lot of these kind of situations. I know that it's hard. It's hard to share it. It's hard to tell people. You know, people don't really understand. Well, why are you staying there? Why are you going through it? For me, I knew that the hardest part was going to happen when I left, and it did. Like he was on my balcony when I finally moved into a place. He was at the subway. He was out in the parking lot. He was at the babysitter. He was at my job. He was everywhere. So the hardest thing is, you know, when you leave, that's when they understand you're no longer going to be there for them to take advantage of. So now that's when the real abuse happens. But I want to just share this hotline number with everyone. In all 50 states, the District of Columbia, and the Puerto Rico, 211 is a free helpline for assistance. Or you can call 1-800-799-7233. That is the National Domestic Violence Hotline. And the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development may be able to help with temporary housing in times of your emergency. Please, ladies, men, whoever, and like the sister said, it affects our children. So if you really, to tell you the truth, my daughter came to me and asked me if I could leave. And I said, yes, we're going to leave. So it showed me, it hurt me to my heart to know that this affected my children. So again, like the lady said, if you don't want to do it for yourself, do it for your kids. It's affecting them mentally, socially, it's affecting their education, it's affecting everything. So again, the number is 1-800-799-7233. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
Wow.
Yes,
Thank you.
Thank
yes.
you so much, JB, for
Wow.
sharing your story. Yeah, because this is what we need to know, what and who others are going through this to help someone else to heal. You know, can you? Okay, to help
Everything.
someone else to heal as we go through this in life. And we appreciate you for sharing your story. Dr.
Yeah.
Marty, we've got a few minutes left. I wanted to talk about you coming into the show to help us as we move along on the 25th, because one of the reasons we're doing this because we see now that our teens are being affected. We had an experience with a missing teen here about a month ago, and it hurt when we talk about community, it hurt the entire community here in the DMV.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we
Mm-hmm.
need to address what's going on with our children. I know you have your Ungun Institute where you have your organization that you talk about the trauma and what's happening with our young people, even adults, of course, but our young people, we have to see what and ask, what are they going through? What causes this? What are they dealing with in their own life that they have to be taken out of their habitat and situations of life that cause them to be hurt and harmed? And then once again, the parents are suffering because of what's going on. Can you speak on that briefly?
Sure. The first thing that I want to say is that the four pillars that Ungun Institute deals with is bullying, domestic violence, suicide prevention, and gun violence, and everything in between. But if you focus on those four areas, there's a lot of overlap with those. I want to just kind of speak about what JB Jones just kind of talked about when she was referring to the domestic violence, and I touched on with the children. What children are exposed to at an early age actually reshapes them as to how they mentally start to develop, and how they are encountering and understanding what is going on around them. What I'm finding as I trauma trace, this is a word that that Ungun Institute uses. It's I've coined this as trauma tracing. What I've discovered is that young girls who have witnessed abuse in their family. So me as a young girl witnessing abuse, my mother being abused, it could cause one or two things. Either it will take me on the journey of being uh looking for love, trying to find that love, and it's easy for me now to be a target. And that's where a lot of sex trafficking and different things like that comes into play. Or it can take me on a journey of being very violent. And that's the journey that I went on. I became a very violent because I was like, before you get me, I bet I get you. And so that became my mindset. So we have to really look at what seeds we're planting in our children at an early age, what we are exposing them to, how it's developmentally affecting them, right? How we're showing up, because we become our belief system, how we are raised, and what we've experienced. Those are the three things as to how we show up emotionally and socially. And
Mm-hmm.
so when you go back and you trauma trace your own life, you'll see, oh, because my daddy did that or my daddy didn't do that, this is why I choose this type of man today. And
Mm-hmm.
so
Right.
sometimes we get placed in situations that we don't even understand. How we become victims is because of what we've been exposed to, what's growing on the inside of us. So when we talk about specifically why, to your question, and I'm assuming that this young lady was this tell me what the background was with that young lady in particular.
Well,
Did
so
someone snatch
we can
her?
speak to it a little bit. Yeah. So we won't name names here publicly,
Right.
but the situation was that she did have two parents. She was from a two-parent
Sure.
household.
Sure.
However, you mentioned a word, a term that we need to continue to speak out into the community. Your choices have consequences, but also those choices are wrapped inside of the trauma that we often experience, right? Or the choices that we make based off of what our parents, we experienced with our parents, or just, with our peers or whatever. So I totally agree. And I believe that it was probably a situation where, again, when we put ourselves in certain types of situations, we often find that we put ourselves in harm's way. So her
Yeah, some
situation that
things.
the person did, we don't know if they kidnapped her because we do not have all
Okay.
the
Well, I just
clues,
want to
right?
say
But we don't know. But we do know that she went with this person, and later there was SA, or there was
sometimes we go
S
looking for
involved.
love. We go looking for love in all the wrong
All
places
the
because
wrong places.
it's not in our homes. It's not
Right.
in the
Yes.
relationships that we are closest to, that we've come to be we believe to be safe around. So then
Right.
it's we become vulnerable when somebody comes and says or does something for us that we don't normally have or see. If I'm hungry in my house and I go outside and somebody offer me a sandwich, I'm probably going to take it.
That
And I'm
part.
going to take
Yeah.
it just
I
simply
hear
because
you.
I'm hungry. I'm not looking at this stranger is giving me a sandwich and some poison can be on
Good
this meat.
point.
I'm not looking at that. I'm looking at fulfilling a need because I didn't get it inside my house. So when I go outside and it's being offered to me, I'm more vulnerable. And for those, my safety net to come down. And that's what we have to, as women, especially women as mentors, we need to start talking to our young girls right now.
Yes,
As
ma'am.
a matter of fact, don't just wait to talk to them when they're little babies. Start talking to them in your womb. When you are carrying that child, you begin
Yes.
to pray over that baby before you even birth that baby and bring it into the world, right? And when you
Yes.
bring that baby into the world, you make sure you set good examples for
Yes.
who your child is to become. My daughter flies around in this world with eagle wings. She's one of your top event planners in the nation. And she's that because her mother had been through so much. Because I've been through so much, I didn't take my failure as an opportunity to stop. I took it as a you stand on top of my failure and you elevate yourself higher than I'll ever be. That's
Yes.
what we have to pour back into our babies. So I
Yes.
hope that answers your question. But I want to tell every young woman that's out here watching right now, and if a mother is watching, get it to your daughter and let her know the moment that she understands who she is, whose she is, and why she will always be protected because that value, that self love, self respect that's inside of her, she will
That's
not
true.
trust just
Self-respect.
anybody telling her anything or giving her anything. You can't outdate me the way that I date myself.
That part.
You
Yes.
can't.
Mhm.
Even
Thank
the
you,
man
Yeah.
I'm
Dr.
Now
married
know
Marty.
to,
me.
even the
And
Yes.
man
that's
that I'm
why,
Yeah.
married to today. Listen, I
that's
flew to
Right.
Japan by myself. I flew to Spain by myself, and I'm married because I told my husband, "Do you want to go?" He said no, but I didn't let him stop me from going. You don't let nobody outdate you the way you
Right.
date
right.
yourself.
That's
That is some, that
amen.
is,
That is
Amen.
yes.
powerful.
That's
And I hope
word.
you are listening because that's exactly what you're going to be hearing on October the 25th. We are serious about our community. We're serious about domestic violence awareness. And these young ladies, you need to bring a young lady with you so that you can experience Dr. Casey and the rest of us, right? Because we care about you and your daughters. And the choices you make, guess what? Can either keep you alive or one day unalive you.
Absolutely. That's good. Dante, can
Absolutely.
you put the flyer up one last time before we sign off here? We want you all to put this on your calendar, mark
Take a
your
picture
calendar.
of the
Saturday,
flyer. Take a
October the
picture of the flyer.
25th. Saturday,
Listen,
October 25th. Saturday, October 25th. We will be at the Harriet Tubman Cultural Center. And please, ladies and gentlemen, visit the Eventbrite uh, to go on to get your tickets and spread
Get
the
your QR
word.
code.
And we will continue to let you know that we're excited about having Dr. Marty and also Marissa Mitchell that will be joining us. And we'll be having some guest panelists that will be there because we're going to be having some Q&A talking about this subject matter so that we can help this movement as we make a difference in our community. We thank you all so much for watching, sharing, continue to love up on us. We love up on you. We want to see you back here next week, which will be our health and wellness segment. Some stuff happening with the health and wellness. They got a what you all have a health and wellness seminar coming up or conference
It's
coming up in
it's
November.
it's coming. It's coming soon. So you'll hear more about it next Saturday.
November
Next
the
Saturday,
1st,
she's gonna be
right?
talking about November
Woo!
1st. Yeah, so it's a lot going on within our community of sisters, and we're excited about it. So we love you. Thank you again, Dr. Marty. Thank you, JV. And we also thank Cynthia. She had to run, she had
Thanks,
another
Cynthia.
engagement, but she sends her love and say thank you all so much. And we will see you all here next Saturday. Signing off. We love y'all.
That's it.
Salute
That's
you.
it.
What time
Thank
is it?
you.
What time is it?
It's
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 time
time
It's
time
for
for
time for
you
you to
to
walk
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 in
in your
your
in your
purpose
purpose
purpose and
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 prosperity.
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 And
We're out. Bye bye.
prosperity.
Woo.
Yay!